Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Omnibros Live on a Thursday night. It's your boy Gio here, coming at you on a fine Thursday evening, joined by two of my favorite people on the internet. We got Nerd in the Note. We got the insufferable omnibus collector, Pee Pee Poo Poo Man himself, by the way. The alias, I love it. So, how are you guys tonight? Thank you for joining.
Doing pretty well. Thanks for having me.
Tim is a very good friend, one of my best friends online, and we were meant to do this. What was it, May or June?
I don't remember. It was another Dawn to Dawn release month, and
Right.
then you had something come up, and Riley
I
and
was
I got
busy.
to. Well, Riley carried it, but I just kind of sat here
Not
and
a
was like,
chance.
That's cool.
So I've
That's
been
probably what I'll be
wanting.
doing tonight.
So I've been wanting to revisit the stream again and do it properly this time. And thank you for being here. I know you're busy. So tonight, chat, we got some goofs, we got some gaffs, we got some hauls, we got some um, uh, in stock trades stuff to talk about, and we're going to be discussing and highlighting all the new releases for the month of October, all the cool manga coming out this month. A lot of interesting titles, returning titles, and brand new volume ones that you might want to pick up because they sound pretty badass. So we're going to do that in a couple minutes. Let's give a shout out to our sponsor making tonight's broadcast happen. That is InStockTrades.com, your home for collected editions. You get your omnibus trade paperback, hardcovers, manga, and so much more for great discounted prices that range from 30 to 55% off at times. Free shipping in the US and orders that start at $50. And check this out, there's a loyalty discount which adds an extra 2% discount to your orders if you make them on a weekly basis. Great packaging, wonderful customer service, only when you visit InStockTrades.com, the official sponsor of Omnibros Live here on the Omnibus Collectors Network. Let me show you the website real quick. Share my screen here. Let's go. All right. So the deals of the week, which we do those reveals on a Monday. Unfortunately, I wanted to share the news of Gaia on last Thursday, but we got the news after our broadcast, so we couldn't do that. But Gaia for a limited time, is heavily discounted at 45% off from Kodansha. That's a deal of the week at In Stock Trades. Love to see that. And of course, the main man himself, the king of all monsters, Godzilla versus the Marvel Universe. Only $10, $10.79. That's amazing. So that and more when you check out In Stock Trades for all the cool deals. You got the bestsellers, new releases, and of course, a lot of sales happening right now. You got the Halloween stuff starting out, the red tags, creator spotlights, all that and more at InStockTrades.com. Shout outs. All right. Welcome everybody. Thank you so much. I just noticed this. I forgot the Don man is here. Let's go. Yeah. Your love, Tim, for Don is very infectious because I liked it, but I wasn't paying too much attention until you started talking to me about it. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll revisit it. And then I got hooked. I'm like, oh, I see it. I see the how fun this series is. So now I'm hooked as well.
Well, good. I try really hard not to push it too hard. Like I mean, on the comics side of things, Daredevil too. It's like I'm all for sharing the love and everything, but I try really hard not to be like, you really need to read this, because people get, then you start setting expectations, and
yeah, right.
People are like, yeah, that wasn't as amazing as you said it was gonna be, and I'm not trying to get into all that. So,
but that's a good one. Unlike me,
I mean, I can't have I probably will never have a spotless. What was it? Jess's recommendations.
Oh wow, yeah.
That was Riley had a pretty good batting average there.
I had like 14 successes in a row or something like that, and I don't think that I ever like missed with something. I just decided to retire on top.
You're saying,
I was
"We're gonna
like,
stop."
I give you something and I miss, like that's gonna ruin my entire like reputation.
Right.
Unlike me, I pester my friends recommending yokai stuff nonstop. So there you go.
Well, yeah, that's part of why I thought Donadon would be right up your alley. So
I know. Yeah, no, I love it. Thank you so much. Unlike freaking and this is not a recommendation from anybody, but what was the series? Oh, with the Tsukumogami. What was it? That where they turned into fighting objects? Um Mononogatari? What was it?
oh, yeah, I think
They
that's
did
right.
like 2 seasons
I've
of
only read like one volume of it, so I'm not super familiar, but
that should have been my jam. I was so excited for that book, and I was so disappointed along with the show. I'm like, I don't like this as much. I'm good. I'm good with the Tsukumogami stuff. You can keep it.
sorry, all the manga is in the corner over here, which is why I keep looking over my shoulder.
Right. Unless you're right next to Riley, so you're looking. I don't want to break the illusion for anybody wondering for the first time.
Actually, just trying to look around at what I've got in here.
Let's get the ball rolling. Did anybody haul anything interesting that they want to show the peeps out there? I did. I got a small haul of books.
I did too. I got a few things, and I only have 2 of those things here because I think these are that are the most interesting.
Oh, look at that!
City Hunter and Cat's Eye from Kana. I am currently 1/3 in on City Hunter. I have been pretty critical of these books online because, having the book itself, having City Hunter coming out in its entirety in English, so happy about that. Cat's Eye for the first time, very happy about that. But as I feared by Kana, they used the not so great materials that they have been for these books, and they are very flimsy and cheap feeling, even though these are $30 books. Of course, I didn't pay $30, but $30 cover price nonetheless. Since I don't have a bookmark in this one, I'll just flip through. But very, very thin pages, as always. And I think the thin pages would be a little more forgivable, but unfortunately, the dust jackets, which it's a nice little bonus, but they are on extremely thin paper, and the covers themselves are very, very flimsy. So they feel like I'll date us here and say they feel like the Yellow Pages, they're just very, very flimsy. I am thankful there's a good amount of colored pages in here. I think more color in Cat's Eye than there is in City Hunter. It looks like there's a lot of stuff amidst the book, not just at the beginning, which I think is all they had with City Hunter. Translation, at least so far with City Hunter that I've been reading, has been good. I really like the production on it. I like the design of the book overall. I think it's really nice. Good, larger trim size. Everything else is positive about this. And again, of course, just the fact that we're getting these books in English, super positive. But I just wish that for the price point, I pointed it out on Twitter, but I compared not this one, but City Hunter, but I compared one of these to a similarly sized omnibus from Kodansha, something that's only 8 less pages than City Hunter. And you could see that City Hunter was about like a fifth thinner, even though it had slightly more pages. So it's a good significant amount thinner. So you can tell how thin the pages are that they use and the covers are that they use. Yet the Kodansha book right now, something like that, 3-in-1 omnis from them and the oversized trim are $22.99. So you're paying a premium price for something that feels very cheap, and I don't particularly like that. So I put my thoughts out there on the World Wide Web, as the kids call it, and I tagged Kana in hopes that like a little disruption will get them moving, because as they are clearly going to be picking up more big licenses, as they announced just a month or so ago, Billy Bat. I really hope that they'll consider using better quality, paper and stuff for their releases. Don't cut corners and cheap out, because ultimately it can affect your bottom line. I'm just going to be the first harpy crying out about it, but there's likely to be hundreds eventually, depending on the size of their business, thousands more people online upset about this. So that's what I have to say about that. Buyer beware, I guess.
Or if they're going to give us cheap paper quality, at least lower the price a little bit.
Yeah. I understand, like, they're not the same size of company as Kodansha or Viz Media, or anything like that. Like they are a much smaller company, but I think the salt in the wound is Kana being a part of like an imprint of Abrams Comic Arts, and how good Abrams' work is, like in all the books that they put out there. Just for a good example, the Fantastic Four, was it Full Circle, I think is the one they did, or whatever theirs was from, was it Alex Ross that
Alex Ross one that was the all new?
Yeah.
What was that, like a year and a half or so ago?
They did great work on that one, and they've released like a few different editions of it, each one more impressive than the last. And that's just one example off the top of my head. But if you go to Barnes & Noble and you find books that were put out by Abrams, you wouldn't, by looking at those, you'd probably believe that their manga would be of fantastic quality, but it's like the complete opposite. It's overpriced and feels cheap as hell. And it's every single release of theirs, at least all of them that I have, which is all of their Japanese licenses that they've done so far. They're just, it's just disappointing. And I really hope, because there's a lot of potential. Obviously they've got someone in there with a good eye in their licensing department, and watch Gio be like, I disagree, you're dumb.
No. Keep going.
I will say, and they have a good eye, so they're going to be doing some big things. But I will, one thing I will say is, I would much rather this than the binding be too tight and the pages be too thick. That's the one end of the spectrum, is like, at least it's readable and it's not uncomfortable for me to try to read. But on the other end, stuff like Alien books, I'm like, man, these like hurt my hands when I try to keep these mouse traps open.
Half of Titan.
It's like Titan has a weird mix of both of them sometimes, like tight binding but thin, like newsprint paper.
I mean, compare that to Sonda, for example, and it's like it's gonna close pretty quickly. But then this thing feels like it's so cheap. I appreciate how it looks, because I think it, at least the printing is done pretty damn well, in my opinion. I don't know. I dislike this stupid dust jacket. I hate it. You have no idea how much I hate it.
I know. And, do you try to read your books with the dust jackets on?
Yes, because I'm too lazy to take them off.
Oh boy, are we gonna start that whole debate again?
Do you arrange your books?
It's gonna be kettles or microwaves.
Oh boy.
I usually just take the dust jacket off and stick it on the shelf. Like, I'm chaotic.
Ooh, you have no idea the chaos
'Cause I don't-
over here.
I'm one level of extra beyond Riley. I will take it off of the book, but I don't leave it like in the space for the book on the shelf because I'm paranoid that everything else is gonna collapse and smush the jacket. So I lay it like on top of everything.
That's
Fair.
yeah. I mean, again, this is how much is it? $30.
Bucks.
I think that should have been $20 for to compensate for the lower paper quality and binding. But that's just me. What do I know? I did pick up Cat's Eye, but unfortunately, it's lost somewhere out there in the post. Message people for them to track that thing down because I did not pay for that to get lost. So I don't know when that'll arrive. I'm waiting for that to do a little video on these two on my channel. But I am excited to at least have this because it is such a famous series. So it's pretty cool to have it in English.
If you are someone who is interested in picking it up, Alibris does have them currently at $21.22.
There you go.
You can get, if you get both of them, you can get free shipping because I think their free shipping starts at like $40 or something, or $35 or something like that. So
Nice.
not a sponsor, but IST doesn't have these books.
Right. What else did you haul? Or because you said 2 items, or did I miss the second one?
Those are the only things. Oh, I mentioned, I think I mentioned on the live show last week that I was reading Solo Leveling, and I realized I forgot to grab volume 12, and I went from 11 to 13. So I brought volume 12.
Nice.
So now I've got that. I think 14 is the last one, and then I assume they're going to announce the sequel, Ragnarok. I think it's sort of titled.
Chat. For the people watching and the live chatters, if you see Omnidog doing a stream, don't say it was us. Don't be a snitch, all right? Because I'm going to be coming after you. But remind Omnidog that you guys want to see a review of his copy of Solo Leveling. So do that for me as a favor, as a friend. We're pals, right? So if you see Omnidog, be like, "Hey Jess, so what'd you think of Solo Leveling? I would love to hear your review of that." I just want to see a video of Jess talking about a manhwa. So let's make that happen.
Did he get around to reading it?
No, he bought it. I'm still waiting. I'm curious. Omnidog will be live this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Come on now, don't disappoint me, chat. If you can, if not, it's okay. But don't go saying, "Oh, the Backroid said it." No, don't start that. Just say
you got him to buy it, so that's half the battle right there.
Yeah.
Oh no, and it wasn't. Sorry, it wasn't even us. It was oh my god, who was it? I forgot. But it wasn't us.
It doesn't
I
matter.
wouldn't have recommended it. I have a million
consume
other things to recommend before Solo Leveling, but that's just me. Not to be a hater or anything. So
they'll probably wind up releasing like a deluxe hardcover edition because I feel like that makes sense. And at that point, like it would basically just look like an omnibus.
Right. Tyler. Okay, so Tyler is the one responsible. Gotcha. Anyways, sorry about that. Tim, did you haul anything cool that you want to show the peeps?
Kind of topically relevant, but a little bit early. My local Barnes & Noble got my copy of Don 15.
Hell yeah. Let me highlight you for a second. There we go.
And this is the one volume that has broken the alternating 2-character design scheme.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Because I'm an uber nerd who also buys the Japanese volumes, I can also confirm that it goes back to that rotation on volume 16. So this is a one-off.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
The one other cool thing I got this week, I was not thinking about when we were getting ready, and so it is in the other room, but I got the Don Season 1 soundtrack on vinyl, as the kids call them these days. Back in my day, we called them records. But yeah, so that was the one other cool thing this week.
Heck yeah.
I've
Anybody
got 2 or 3
haul?
other things on pre-order too, but they just haven't. I haven't gotten the phone call yet.
Same. Well, not I didn't get a phone call. I just haven't gotten to the. But whatever. Anybody haul
Well, I'm
Baki the
getting things
Grappler?
shipped because they arrived damaged.
Look at this thing. This arrived damaged, but I wasn't going to complain. Look at, you can't see it, but it's all chewed up.
That's like one of the issues with dust jackets is that they, especially with how like those are so thin and flimsy, they just get damaged really easily.
Yeah, you can't really see it, but it's banged up. Again, because of the quality of it. Because I've ordered other manga with dust jackets and they arrived just fine.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Such as Baki the Grappler.
I did not haul Baki. Sorry,
Bob
Bob.
is bringing up, but I do have the first. They're in the other room. I covered them about a month ago when I had first gotten them from Kodama. Sent me along with a lot of people, but they sent me early copies of both, and I read through them immediately. And it's like, if you want a lesson in the right way and the wrong way, like it's just Baki versus the books from Kana. Like that, Kodama is doing everything the right way, and it's like great quality paper, really sturdy covers, a really nice dust jacket. Like everything is high quality. The price I think is really fair. An oversized volume of about 350 plus pages for $20, I think is a lot better than this, especially with how well it's put together. I think 20 is a really fair price. But it is a commitment because it's 2 volumes a month for the foreseeable future. So that's $40. It's like an entirely extra like utility bill or something. I think I pay close to the same amount for the Hulu Max Disney Trio bundle per month is about the same as paying for Baki every month.
You have the Baki.
Gio, we lost you. Baki got Gio. They took him down.
No, sorry. It's. Can you hear me?
Yes, you said you have the Baki, and that's where it.
No, it's just the Wi-Fi is active, or not the Wi-Fi, StreamYard, because I love them so much. So what I usually do is take myself off the thing so the app could react a little bit better, and it wouldn't be as glitchy. But sorry about that.
What were you saying?
That you're paying, that you have the Baki subscription service.
Yeah. It's soon going to also include Kingdom for anyone starting to buy that one in November. That's another $15, $45 or $55 a month to keep up with Baki and Kingdom. But luckily, stores like our sponsor, In Stock Trades, Alibris, etc., have discounted books. So, if you choose to go that route, you can. I don't know that IST is going to be carrying Baki. I have no idea. I guess we'll find out on Tuesday if they're going to have that, but we will see.
Right. Hobbies in the house. Thank you for joining as always, Matt. What is happening there? Is that Omar?
That's Omar.
Just stopping in to say what's up and hope you all have a great. I need some answers on why he's on. Yeah, I need to know why he's on the cover.
Omar is thrilling.
Oh, okay, all right, interesting. Give me 1 second because I am freezing up again.
I was looking at Alibris doesn't have Baki in stock first party yet. They have it from like other sellers. So they don't even have it for cover price just yet. They have it at like $24.30.
Okay. It should be okay now. All right. I have a haul here of stuff I could show you. First book I got. I picked up Pokemon Sword and Shield Volume 1, the manga from Viz. And I love how it says a Pokemon Adventures Special Edition. Because we know they're not going to get to the proper Tankobon release in quite a while. So this is what you get so far. So I'm slowly starting to grab these books. Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield, and Scarlet and Violet. Really excited about that. So this is half of what would be an Adventures volume, if anybody's wondering. And you can see some of the art here. Look at that. So I do plan on making a video about these smaller editions because I think they're fun. We'll see. This one's not safe for work, so I can't show you too much of what's happening inside. But from Seven Seas, I picked up Succubus and Hitman. And holy abs, holy guacamole. Jesus. All right. Good for her. I can show you. No, I can't show you that. I just want this damn page that I can show off. Okay. Nope. These people are fighting here. I can show you that. All right. Look at that. So that's volume. Oh, sorry. Volume 9. I said 8. My bad. Volume 9 of Succubus and Hitman. We have here something a little bit more wholesome. A lot more wholesome. One of my favorite ongoing series, Dinosaur Sanctuary Volume 7.
Just a bit.
7 Seas. I'm freezing up again a little bit. Sorry about that. That's my boy, Dilophosaurus, my favorite dinosaur.
The diversity of content coming out of Seven Seas.
Heck yeah. So this one's just fantastic. This is Jurassic Park gone right, basically. Here we have an in-stock trades deal of the week. Kayatima, look at that.
Hey.
I got it super early. Volume 3 of that.
I'm still waiting
Fun
to get my
if you
copy
like
of that.
Godzilla and Kaiju monsters.
Mine, I think, shipped a little bit today.
Hell yeah. For once, I beat you guys on this thing.
Dang, man.
Wait, there was one cool shot. Where was it? Oh, this is pretty sick. Look at that.
Well, you've already heard a little of my sob story, Gio, but I've had to deal with some vehicle repairs. And so for September, I didn't turn in pre-orders. I was just going to pick up stuff kind of as I stumbled upon them, where and when I could. And was really hoping that my local store might, because I've been pre-ordering things so regularly for so long, I kind of was hoping they might pick up a couple of these things that I normally would pre-order without my prompting, but they did not. So
they did you dirty.
I'll have to, as the budget recuperates, I'm going to have to place some orders.
The last book I got is something that is pretty exciting. We got Sugumi Project Volume 7, the final volume of this thing. Now, I'll be honest with you. I don't remember what the hell's going on in this series because it's been so long since the last volume. I need to read a lot of these volumes again. But the art looks amazing. That's what matters, right? Take a look at this. I don't know what's happening there. That's a flying monster dragon thing with a human face. I don't know what the hell that's all about. This started like a mystery with people going in to look for a bomb, and now we got like all sorts of creatures, humanoid monster creatures. I don't know what's happening here, but I will read it and find out and let you guys know. But look at that. That's pretty cool. So yeah, final volume, finally, of Sugumi Projects. That's my haul.
Weird that it took so long for that final volume to come out because I'm pretty sure don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure the series was already over when it started
was.
being published in English.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
This is spine action for all you freaks out there. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful.
Yeah, those bottom three, Dinosaur Sanctuary too, also.
Thank you. I like that a lot. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm a huge fan of samurai, the culture and history of samurai and stuff. So I appreciate that. Thank you. I don't know who that Ronin is, by the way, but thank you.
Did you pick up Last Samurai Standing on that note, Gio?
I have not, but I do want to check out the action adaptation.
That one is a lot of fun. It's a very simple premise. It's just action packed, so it's a very easy one to jump into. But that's another. I got volume 2 the other day as well. It was really great.
Nice. Linz, you mean like waiting for volume 4 of Misfit of Demon King Academy over a year to wait? Oof, ouch.
Like I think there was
It's a yearly subscription book.
There was 4 years before I think a volume of Monster Musume came out. Like I think they were stuck at like 17 or something like that, and then it took 4 years before 18. For what reason, I'm not sure, but now it's coming out regularly again, and they've got the hardcovers coming out.
Right. You just totally forget everything by that point. Yeah, it happens.
Basically.
Let's see. So with that out of the way, let's just jump into the main topic while we're at it. Lots of interesting releases. We're gonna share my screen over here. Let's start with Viz. All right, let me read these off real quick. For the month of October, we got a lot of interesting stuff. Let me zoom in while I'm at it because you can't see properly. My bad. There we go. Astro Royale Volume 2 is coming out, along with Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Volume 3, Chainsaw Man Volume 19, and Dandadan Volume 15, which we just saw a couple minutes ago. On hand, let's go. Kamudo. I don't know how to pronounce it yet. We'll figure it out as we go along. But it is Volume 1 from the same team that did the Zelda Twilight Princess manga. Akira Himakawa and gang.
Yeah, I'm
the
gonna.
Art looks insane. This art looks insane. I wasn't sure of it at first, but when I started looking through the previews, I'm like, damn, I gotta pick this up. Holy crap!
I have been a fan. I've read all their Zelda adaptations, and they've just gotten better and better. And like Twilight Princess was the best of them. And then seeing them take this on and have like the ability to create their own world and their own story, I was very intrigued to check it out. And as soon as it was being published, I was like, oh, they are definitely going to license that for physical release. Holy crap.
So there's a lot of dragons involved. It's obviously giving like Skyward Sword vibes, but that's okay. I like it. I dig it. Look at that. One of the hardest things to draw in general are trees. And if you can pull off a good looking tree, you are going to do well in the in your project. So that tree looks amazing.
That's how Gio judges anything he reads, is he looks at the trees first.
Hairs, your hair, the hands, trees, intricate stuff like that really show you the depth of the artist and the artistry. So yeah, sounds kind of goofy, but when I see that, I'm like, we're in for a good time with this book. Let's go. Marriage Toxin Volume 9, which just got an anime announcement that I did not know of. That's pretty cool.
It's all the way up to 9 already.
That one's pretty quick.
Volume 9 of that. And we have a Junji Ito collection, Moan, collecting 6 more short stories from Ito. Not Your Idol, Volume 3. Otaku Vampires Love Bite, Volume 5. This one's has been a lot of fun. I'm enjoying that one. Pink Candy Kiss, Volume 3. Tamon's B-Side, Volume 9. And we got the Bugle Call, Song of War, Volume 3. This one's coming out super quick.
That seemed, I was gonna say that seems like I think
Volume 1 came out like
coming out when I did this with Riley the last time I was on.
Right.
I think so. And I think it just ended also in Japan. So they're not even going to have to slow it down. Like they can just go straight through. And I don't think anything's been announced yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw an anime announcement around the corner.
We got Vampire Knight Memories, Volume 10, Beyblade X, Volume 4, Case Closed, Volume 96, and Destroy All Humans, They Can't Be Regenerated, Magic the Gathering manga, Volume 5. Do they all contain cards inside?
Yes.
I think the first print run for all of them is supposed to, right?
Yeah, first print run.
Son of a... Okay, I need... This is not in my budget. I know, Tim, you gifted me Volume 1, and I like it, but now I'm feeling the FOMO that I don't want to miss the first printings because I want the cards, even though I don't play Magic. But it's a cool gimmick, and I'm a sucker for that.
I feel like I had this discussion with Riley before, so I'll keep it quick. That I knew that was not going to continue to be in my budget, although it was a fun read, but for the same reason of I'm going to have to get all of them with the card, even though I haven't played Magic in 20 something years. I was just like, you know what? I gotta cut bait while I can.
So yeah, it's interesting. So it doesn't say anything about the card, but I assume they do have it. It would be cool if by the end of the series you put all the cards together and you can put like the most random deck thanks to these volumes. It's not going to make sense to use them, but it'd be fun.
If it does not have a card, I will be sure to let y'all know.
Thank you. We got Disney Twisted Wonderland, the manga book of Savannah Claw. There you go. Volume 2. We got Firefly Wedding, Volume 4. Hayate the Combat Butler, Volume 46, making a return to these shows. Kill Blue, Volume 3. We got another new Volume 1. Phantom Busters, Volume 1. This one, let me show you a quick preview of it with the super disgusting tongue right there. I forgot. There's no previews. Yeah. I had to look elsewhere for my video to show people what this book was about. Good job, Biz. Thank you. No previews on that. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Volume 3. I recently picked up Volume 1. I need to get this. The good thing is these Pokemon books are only $5, sort of, $5.99. But Instock Trade sells almost all of them for like $3. So I'm going to use them to reach the $50 mark on in-stock trades when I place orders. Rainbows After Storm Volume 6, one of my favorite series right now from Biz. Yaiba Samurai Legend Volume 2. Can't wait for this one. We got Girl Crush Volume 3. Insomniacs After School Volume 11. So this one's ending pretty soon at Volume 14, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Mission Yosakura Family Volume 19. This is the last one, right, for My Hero Academia? 42 was the final? Or was it 43?
Yes. 42 is the last one.
Final volume of My Hero Academia. So rest in peace, Deku. I'm kidding. I don't know if they die or not.
They still have the Team Up Missions series going, though, so fans are not completely out or completely without the series.
Right. Man, this guy got like super banged up. Look at that. Okay.
There's a Books A Million exclusive variant cover for that also, just in case anybody's big time in for My Hero Academia.
James reminded me when we were when he was preparing the slides for my video, there are, as that last picture shows, 3 different variants actually.
Right.
So the 3 main boys, I think Bam, Barnes and Noble, and I don't remember the last retailer. James probably knows off the top of his head since he made the slide. But
this is Hulk, Iron Man, and Captain America here. So that's the big 3 for no. All right, nothing.
that's Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura.
And Sakura. Okay, all right. Let's keep it in the manga realm. That's pretty cool to have multiple covers. I know the hardcore fans are going to try and pick up all 3, obviously, or all 4.
I feel like if I had space for like a display, having all of the volumes would be fun. Like to have them facing outwards,
and the spines are different too. That's cool.
Yeah, I like that's a nice touch that they have the different colors to coincide with the characters, including the split.
I just noticed Todoroki is both blue and red. That's cool. All right, shout out my hero, Macadamia. Nana, 25th anniversary edition. A lot of people are excited for this one as well. Slow opening image. All right, there you go. Are you guys picking it up?
I am.
I mean, I know Riley is.
I haven't decided yet. It comes highly recommended from a couple friends, so it's kind of been on my radar for a while. And I know that they had kind of reprinted a lot of the single volumes over the last year or 2. These are 2-in-1s, aren't they?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I might. We'll see how badly my budget's hurting.
I will make the sacrifice of not getting it right away, but I do plan on getting them. Just not this month. But I think this looks fantastic. I love the design of it. Oh, I'm a fan. Let's go Dansha. Record of Ragnarok, Volume 16. We got Red River, Volume 5, collecting 13, 14, and 15 inside. We got The Climber, Volume 3 coming out. Tokyo Fears Rhapsody, Volume 2. Twin Star Exorcist, Volume 35. Vagabond, Definitive Edition, Volume 4. With the Obi. Shout out. And Boys Abyss, Volume 11. My favorite manga, I say sarcastically. Sorry if you're a fan. I'm being hateful tonight. Castle in the Sky, the official cookbook. And these are digital, right?
Those 2 are, yeah.
Yeah, we don't talk about digital stuff. Let's ignore that.
Bruno.
Here's a nice one. We got a new box set. This one goes to Hell's Paradise, Jigokuraku Complete Box Set Edition. This has all 13 volumes inside, plus the epilogue short story. It's like 80 pages, which was previously unavailable until now.
I mean, do I really need a double dip for 80 pages?
Usually box sets are out of... Right.
But the collector completionist mentality says absolutely. Oh.
But typically, for me at least, box sets are an investment compared to other stuff I might get. So I'm always cautious when box sets are coming out. I want this, but I'll wait. Hopefully there's a sale or it's discounted later or something. But I am interested in picking it up. Because I watched the anime and I read volume 1 of the manga. So I am interested in the series. I've not read the entirety of it.
I think if I could, if there was someone who wanted to buy mine for a decent amount, like my copies individually, and then I could just turn that around. Like, obviously, I wouldn't count on getting the same amount. Someone that
thank you for joining.
Yeah, that was kind of my original thought. But I don't know how likely that'll be. So we'll see.
Just throw them up on the eBay and let people fight about them.
Season
I
2
used-
starts in January. The anime.
I used to the way I do eBay, I would start everything no matter what at 99 cents and just see what happens. And like sometimes I was like, damn it, didn't get a lot on that, but usually you'd get a good like bidding war on something.
By the way, I'm not a fan of these sets, but I like the design, and a shout out for them not including a stupid poster. Thank you. I hate the posters. Adding the epilogue book, that's a nice touch. I like that. That's cool. Sucks for people that don't that collected the series, but what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna cry.
What is Omar doing as Kagurabachi? Holy shit. Okay.
Omar Abachi.
Omar Abachi. I have a love and hate, mostly hate relationship with box sets. But this is a pretty nice way to get it. Plus you get that epilogue, so that's why I'm interested. We got a novel. Oh, I forgot. One Piece, Lost Story, and finally, the last Viz book is Rio, Volume 16.
That one's been a little bit. I think it's been 2 years, 3 years, maybe since 15.
Does it say here? If I check out the
has 15 on
volume
there.
15.
Watch it have been like 4 months. I'm just stupid.
December of 2021.
It's almost 4 years.
Man. And volume 14 came out when? Let's see. 2016. So, yeah. This is more than a year per volume. It's crazy.
It's just because of how
it works.
Yeah, it was on quite a long break, and he puts out chapters pretty seldom. So it's not a situation like others that we've mentioned where it's like, why did that take a while? The volume was already available. Like it's just them waiting for content. It's like a Berserk type of thing.
Oh, and I should have mentioned, sorry, this is the final volume of Twin Star Exorcist for those keeping track. Finally ending at 35.
I am getting like all but 6 or 7 of those from Viz this month.
You're not getting Castle in the Sky, the official cookbook?
I might.
So you can cook. This is preview images. Yeah, you can see inside. Oh, hold on.
So I can cook stuff that
forget
just...
Kodansha. Forget about Kodansha. I need to see this. This is important. Chat.
Castle in the Sky, not exactly the first Ghibli movie I would have picked as far as like a cookbook goes, but whatever. That's cool.
The Stew on the Tiger Moth. There you go.
Hell yeah.
Seems pretty easy. Just 8 steps and you're done, and you'll have a delicious meal.
Unless you're me, and it'll be 16, and the mess will be extreme.
Unless you're me, it'll be a lot of steps, and somehow everything will wind up burnt.
Yes, it's very, very, very similar experience. Unfortunately,
it's always, how did you burn that? I don't know.
From Kodansha, we have a couple of. Oh, it's digital. Sorry. Ew, gross. We have Akira hardcover collection, volume 2. I'm getting these.
You're in September.
Still, I'm in September. My bad. Oh, sorry.
Skip ahead. You should have already bought that, Gio. Shame.
Yeah.
No. I did get it. I did get it from In Stock Trades. That was my order with Tomb of Dracula, the Omnibros reprint. I got those 2 books. They haven't arrived, but eventually I'll show them off. All right, here we go. First week we are first week. Yeah. First week we're getting Before You Go Extinct, which is really interesting. This is a standalone manga. Let me show you the previews because there's some crazy stuff happening in here. people, I don't know how to describe it, but like we see the story through the eyes of these penguins. Two souls who take the form of penguins, otters, crows, and more. So it reminded me of To Your Eternity, but not necessarily as whimsical or filled with adventure. This is more about the social commentary and stuff. But the fact that it's penguins makes it pretty interesting. If you go here, we can take a look at some sample pages for the first chapter. Take a look at this. I shouldn't have shown it, or should have said there's some violence in here because we might get yellowed by YouTube, but that's okay. It's just penguins shooting each other in the head.
Nothing remotely realistic. Don't worry about it.
The penguin who cried love at the center of the world. I have no idea what any of this is, but holy crap, am I interested. Look at this. They shot one of the penguins. And he's holding whatever type of gun this is. That's super cool. And then he's working, and I'm pretty sure he hates his job in the Arctic doing this stuff. I mean, are you really working if you don't hate it? That's part of it. So I do want to read this at some point. I'll check it out. Blue Lock Season 1 Part 2 is getting a box set release. So it should be 6 volumes inside, right?
Yeah. Actually, I think the first set was... Yeah.
Oh, no, wait. I can't...
6, and I think this is 7 through 13.
I can't click on it. Hold on. Did it get canceled? What's happening? I'm gonna go to Penguin. Yeah, it's still scheduled to come out. I don't know. That's weird. They don't have a page for it. But here's the box set. You can take a look. You mentioned volume 7 through 11 of Blue Lock, and an exclusive double-sided poster. Yuck.
Yay.
Okay. Nobody's gonna use that poster. Isaac, however you pronounce it, Omnibus, Volume 3, containing Volumes 5 and 6 inside. Mobile Suit Gundam, The Origin, Deluxe Edition hardcover, Volume 2. Nina, the Starry Bride, Volume 16. Otherworldly Munchkin, that's a digital, gross. More digital. The Dashing Zaddy and His Icy Protege, Volume 3. We got the Fable Omnibus, Volume 10. That contains volumes 19 and 20. The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, Volume 9.
Cool. I'm only 8 volumes behind.
Hell yeah. We got Versus, Volume 4. Windbreaker, Volume 15. I know you're a fan, right?
Yes. Yep. Definitely looking forward to that one.
Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun, Volume 16. Man, forever to come out. This was in the recent season for the anime, the content here. So pretty interesting. I should zoom in. Sorry about that. I keep forgetting that the screen is pretty small. There we go. Let me scroll back real quick so people can see the covers. Look at that. The Cafe Terrace and Its Goddesses. That's a digital manga. I watched the anime of it and I was offended by it and dropped it mid-season. It was like Temu quintessential quintuplets, but not as good as whatever. Never mind. We're not here for that. Let's see. Blue Lock episode Nagi, Volume 5. We got I Want to Love You Till Your Dying Day, Volume 5. Medaka Kuroiwa is Impervious to My Charms, Volume 13. We have Shimazaki and
Shimazaki in the Land of Peace, Volume 6. Just took Geo away from us. That one's been pretty good. I've been reading
Tying the
that one.
Knot with an Amagami Sister, Volume 12. All right, my bad. Sorry. Just froze up again. What was I saying? What was the last thing I said?
I filled in for Shimazaki, and then you came back mentioning Tying the Knot. So,
Okay, that's weird.
Tying the
Yeah.
Knot with an Amagami Sister 12. Yay.
Yeah, you guys missed like 3 minutes of a rant that never aired, thanks to StreamYard.
What were
You
ranting
weren't gone that long. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
Also coming out, Ajin Demi-Human Complete Edition, Volume 5.
There's one
We got
more.
Gachakuda, Volume 8.
Cannot
I
wait.
did finish the anime and really enjoyed it. I don't know if I'll continue with manga or wait for season 2, but I thought it was fun. I liked it.
The anime continues. It's 24 episodes.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, my bad. Okay.
So you don't
Forgot
need
about
to
that.
wait. You can just keep watching.
All right, let's go, baby. Next week. Rent a Girlfriend. This is I am astonished by this guy continuing this series for so long. This should have ended like 5 years ago, and we're still at this damn thing. Japan has like 40 some volumes. There's like 5 seasons of the anime. I think there might be a visual novel coming out or something like that. There are countless. This guy went to the bank with this because he's making a crap ton of money, and I stopped. I know. I don't need the eye roll from the chat. I know it's a bad series, but I was enjoying the first couple of volumes because of the girl characters, not the main character. He's awful, but it just went on and on and on. And it had a natural stopping point when something happened to one of the girls' family members. I thought, man, okay, this could be a nice way to ramp up for a finale. No, it just kept going and going and going. And I'm like, you know what? I'm out. I don't like this. But it's still happening.
I think Colleen gave some praise to the female characters as well whenever they read the first like 3 volumes for like a fundraising stream.
Oh, okay.
If I recall correctly, I think they came out and they were like, saying how such and such was best girl, whatever. So maybe it was like a form of Stockholm syndrome of just finding something to in it, but like,
I do like the art. I do like the art a lot. But again, this
Yeah.
does not need to be 40 plus volumes long. Holy crap. End it.
And also don't worry about getting eyes from the chat, because if people saw everything that I have in my collection, I would definitely get a lot of eyes as well.
Which they can shortly.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully. I right now, as I mentioned before we started, I'm reading through everything I have of like remaining like Shonen Jump titles. I have about 24 that I need to read through, and then I have to add all of these books, like all this second line right here. These are unshelved correctly. They're just like and then those plus the 24 or so that I need to read. But everything else, like I've got everything organized, everything's in the right place. I have all the additions to, adding stuff to my shelves and all that. So like I've been making it so everything is just the way that I want it. I just need to finish shelving the Shonen Jump stuff at this point, and then
I was floored a week or two ago when you said it's been 3 years since you had done a collection tour, because I was like, I feel like I just remember that happening. How's it been 3 years already?
Yeah, I feel like I just remember it happening, and then I get comments reminding me, like every however often people ask, and they're like, you did your last one however long ago, and I know that my last one was in October, because I meant to do it like last October when it was 2 years, and then I forget what kept me last time. I think it was just a mess in here. Actually, I think the last time I was talking to James about doing it, and we were chatting about it, and I was like, I don't have enough books to do the joke that I wanted to do.
Oh, I see. I know the joke. Yeah.
Yeah, it almost doubled in the past few years, which it blows my mind because I don't remember doing like the past 3 years. I wasn't like binge buying anything. I've been just buying new things and reading them, and that's the second thing. B, I have been reading everything that I get, so it's not like my read percentage has gotten worse. It's, if anything, it's either stayed the same or gotten better because I pretty much just read everything right when it comes in as soon as I can, unless I have moments like I have now where I'm backed up a little bit. But I get caught up again, and then it happens again, and it's just a cycle. But
Beautiful cycle.
but yeah, I haven't counted, but I'm assuming I'm somewhere around 10,000 volumes right now.
Holy crap.
Of manga and manga related books like light novels, art books, manhwa, webtoons, and stuff like that. But the last time I counted, I was not yet at 9,000, and I want to make it's over 9,000.
I mean, you could still make the joke and then like do like a second skit to it, like, oh, it doesn't work anymore, or something like that. You could get.
Well, that's what I was with James. I was like, I'm only at like 8 something. Like I thought I had at least like 9, and I could have made the actually, I think he told me that I could have made the 9,000 joke because I wanted to make a House of 10,000 manga.
Right,
was going to be the title, and depending on how it goes, like when I count everything, if I'm over 9 but not quite at 10, then I'll do the over 9,000. But if I'm at 10 plus, I'll make a House of 10,000 manga, or I'll just do over 9,000 for that, because technically everything over 9,000 is over 9,000. So I mean, not technically, literally over.
I don't want to destroy some sort of trivia factoid from your potentially upcoming stream with that, or video of that. But had you finished your Shonen Jump quest prior to the last one?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. All right.
Yeah, and I think at that point also, big thanks to Matt for making me a murderous penguin.
Yeah, the penguin. Yeah, thank you, Matt. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you.
I think that at the time that I made that video, I also had all of the Shonen Sunday stuff, or I was very close to wrapping that up.
I just know you were in like mass acquisition mode at that point.
Yeah, so that's
crazy.
Was prior to the last time. I was in that state, as you said, mass acquisition, because I was like, as quickly as possible, like trying to tick everything off the list. And because I was in this mode of like, some of these things are getting hard to find. If I don't get them now, I'm going to be in a bad spot. And so I was like going across the internet and going to every corner of the web to find books, and like even traveling. Like I found books on vacation in like Vermont, and then had to fly back with a block of manga, and going through security, they thought it was something illicit, and I got stopped, and they're like, oh, he's just a nerd. And but yeah, I did wrap that up, and now I'm in the kind of final stages of Viz Signature, but it's been very slow going, because even by that point, when I put that video out, I think I was already in the last like 30 or so, and I have 17 remaining Viz Signature books, 12 of which are all Phoenix. So my biggest wish list item right now from Viz is that they would do a reprint of that series of Phoenix.
That would be great.
So what, Gio, not to beat a horse with a dead horse with a stick, or whatever this phrase is, but how many of these do you actually have?
I think up to volume 26, because I had already checked out around here, but I kept going because we tend to do that, right, as collectors. But then I was getting close to volume 26. I'm like, 26. My birthday's on a 26. It's kind of like a good luck charm. I like to get volumes like that. I'm like, I'll keep going to volume 26, and then I just like, you know what? I'm good. I don't need this anymore. I want to say for the curious, Ruka is the best character, and she's my favorite of the bunch. So, if anything, check out the anime for her and the rest of the girls. They are fantastically done, on the Japanese side. So the anime, at least for those actresses, it's well done.
Is she the focus of the spinoff?
No, that would be this one, the redhead girl. I forget her name.
That's the shy girlfriend.
Yeah. I have never read a single chapter or a single page of this, and I've never watched a second of the anime. I'm not saying that to like be like I've never done that because that's dumb. No, I'm saying it to say like from everything that I've seen, I feel like they are characterizing the main character in a very like almost villainous way. Like everything I see, he's like not the one that you should be rooting for because he's not a good dude.
He's very dumb. There's an honesty to him. He's a very simple-minded guy, but he's so dumb. And the fact that he continues to rent to do the service to support the main girl is ridiculous. And then the whole drama of nobody better find out that this is a rental service thing has been stretched. I think it's still ongoing. Some people might not know in the story that they are fake boyfriend and girlfriend, but he's obviously crushing hard for her, for Chizuru. But it just gets so boring after so many chapters of the same dynamic. I was, if it weren't for the art and the main girls, I would have quit a long time ago. But I do like the covers; they're pretty cool. To shout out. Let's move on to some other books from Kodansha. We got The Blue Wolves of Mibu, Volume 7. The Moon on a Rainy Night, Volume 7. To Your Eternity, I just mentioned that one. I think there's one more book because the series already ended in Japan. There should be one more volume if I'm remembering correctly.
24 is the final volume.
I have not read this final arc. I have no idea what's happening. I have it just to finally complete this series, but I need to read this because it's been quite a few volumes and I have no idea what's happening. I started reading the final arc and then I just dropped off. So I'll get back to it at some point. Digital? No, thank you. You Can't Bluff the Sharp-Eyed Sister, Volume 1, and we got Nichiyo, Volume 12. And I want to point out this cat, which looks like a funny little guy. I like him. I mean, look at that guy. A little mustache. It's pretty cool. You know? Shout out.
This is from the same creator as City, right? Keiichi Arawi.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a fan of City, as it aired on Amazon, you could.
Oh, you guys need to watch City. It's so good. I talked about it at length last week, but man,
and I wanted to check it out, and instead I started watching Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. So
that's not bad. Yeah, I like that. That's a good choice.
Objection.
Akira. This is coming out monthly because again, all they did was, you know what? Let's take out the chipboard box and sell each volume individually. I'm sure these suckers will buy it. Of course. If you don't have the box set and you want the hardcovers, this is the way to go. That's what I'm doing. So I got a 6-month subscription service to Akira right there. So here's volume 3. I'll be getting that.
So do we think they actually reprinted individual hardcovers, or do we think that they broke down existing box sets?
I want to believe that they broke down the box sets and went like he, and then wrapped them all up, resealed them, and sold them to distributors. And like, there you go, sell these bad boys. But obviously, that's not what happened. But that's my head canon. That's what that Blue Lock, Volume 23.
I'm down for that.
I was reincarnated as the seventh prince, so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability. Volume 16. We have a new one here, Light of My Life. That's a BL volume. Nina, the Starry Bride, Volume 12. Phantom of the Idol, Volume 8. We got Shoot Juliet Down, Volume 1. That's a new series. The Seven Deadly Sins, Four Nights of the Apocalypse, Volume 19. And that's it. So pretty cool month, I think. Not a lot of new volume ones, but some good stuff.
Yo, I have some bad news though about the Gundam hardcover, because I think the second one you showed is coming. No, it's personal bad news. So last week I mentioned I hadn't read it, and my plan was to read it over the weekend. I did read it, the first volume, and it was like as I was reading through it, I'm like, man, this is such a great like readability. The reading experience of this is great. Like, I didn't have any problem with gutter loss. The like binding was great. The eye hole was great. Like everything was just perfect. The quality of the paper, the colors on it, I thought were all great. Literally positive all the way through. Great experience with the book. And then I'm in the last like 100 pages, and the book block separated from the cover.
Oh
yeah.
My goodness.
So that's like, for me, I'm still gonna get these because I prefer this over like the experience of the smaller books. I'm just gonna wind up like reinforcing them, getting like, archival book tape and stuff. But that is a massive issue, and I haven't seen anyone like outwardly poo-pooing it on like social media, so I don't know that it's a common occurrence that other people have had. But I just wanted to put that out there and admit to the fact that, like,
if you get it, it might happen to you.
Yeah, and I think like one of my big issues was I was a little bit rough with the book. Like, I traveled with it. I took it with me to Anime NYC. It was in my bag. It was thrown around and all this stuff. Even though I brought it because I was like, I'll just bring one book in case I have a moment to read. I didn't, so I brought it for no reason. And then I kept like shelving it and reshelving it and unshelving it and all that stuff, like pulling it on and off of shelves. And I wasn't exactly the kindest to the book. So I'm going to see what happens with the second one. But I did want to put that out there because I did not sense any, sometimes like you open a book and you look at it and it's like, oh, that's going to be an issue. Right. This, I didn't have that sense about it. And so that was very unfortunate for me. But other than that, it was like a 10-10 experience, and then that happened and I was like, shit. So I repaired it. I put as much reinforcement on it as I could, and it it looks about as good as it's going to. But I did have the same experience with my first copy of Vinland Saga Volume 1, the 2-in-1, not the 3-in-1. The same thing happened with that, and that's a significantly smaller book. So it doesn't even matter the size of it and the size of the book block. Sometimes it just happens.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully it doesn't for Volume 2. Fingers crossed.
Hopefully that was either a one-off thing and not a popular issue, or it was a me problem. Because I'll admit, again, I was being a little rough with that guy.
Let's see. This announcements are tomorrow, correct? Have they said anything? They haven't mentioned anything.
I think they usually would have said something by this time.
Yeah.
Because we usually are live as they're doing it, and or as when they announce it, we are usually live, and it hasn't happened yet. I think it would have been like 30 minutes ago, unless they drop it now, which will be sad because I literally just had the conversation with Colleen saying, like, I'm hoping it's next week because I really don't feel like doing a stream tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't think it's happening. Maybe next week.
If they do it at 9:00, I swear to God, I'm gonna, like, in 1 minute, if they announce it, I'm gonna punch someone in the face.
Table flip.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw my cat's eye across the room, and it's gonna rip into pieces because it's so flimsy.
Yeah, I was gonna say you thought the Gundam volume was a problem. That cat's eye is gonna disintegrate.
Yeah.
The Kana books they're not even gonna reach their destination. They're just gonna flop mid route and they go blank.
It's gonna actually, what's gonna happen, it's gonna like open up, and it's so light, it's just gonna kind of float down.
All right, there you go. Okay, 7 Seas.
The top of the hour.
Fortunately, we're in time for this, and we have the little thumbnails here, which make this a lot more fun than just the list. And we got the dates. So hey, look at that. From 7 Seas, we got Otonari Complex Volume 5. The trapped former villainous wants to escape from the sadistic prince, Volume 3. Omar's favorite manga, Betrayed by the Hero, I Formed a MILF Party with His Mom, Volume 3. We have I Quit My Apprenticeship as a Royal Court Wizard to Become a Magic Item Craftswoman, Volume 4. It's a long-ass title. We got Chilling in Another World, Chilling in Another World with Level 2 Super Cheat Powers, Volume 11. There we go. Man, this is screwed up, but I was reincarnated as a girl in another world, Volume 17. All these super long titles right at the top. Tokyo Revengers, Letter from Keisuke Baji, Volume 5. We got 365 Days to the Wedding, Volume 9. Snake Bride, or The Great Snake's Bride, Volume 6. The Missing O, Volume 3. A Tale of the Secret Saint Zero. That's a light novel. Come on, man. Crossplay Love, Otaku X Punk, Volume 13. We got Classroom of the Elite. That's a light novel. Son of a gun. We got Stay by My Side After the Rain, Volume 4. BL Game Rebirth, My New Life as the Hero's Younger Brother, Volume 2. The Lying, this is new Volume 1. We got The Lying Bride and the Same-Sex Marriage Debate, right? Yeah, Volume 1. We have here I'm the Heroic Knight of an Intergalactic Empire, Volume 1. We have Our Dining Table, Seconds Please, Volume 1. It's a sequel to another book, I believe.
Yeah.
Adachi and Shima, light novel, damn it. Classmates, Volume 7. That's a light novel, novel, sorry. Run, and no, that's another novel. Here it is, Malevolent Spirits, Mononogatari. That's the one I was mentioning earlier. You would think for it being a yokai manga that I would be excited, but I wasn't. That's not for me. I was not vibing with it. The Lady Knight and the Beast-Eared Child, Volume 4. It's the one that caused controversy online.
That's the Shotokan series.
Yes. Hate Me But Let Me Stay, Volume 5. We got My Dear Detective, Mitsuko's Case Files, Volume 4. It's been a minute since Volume 3. Only I Know the World is Ending and Getting Killed by Rampaging Beast Only Makes Me Stronger, Volume 3. We got Reincarnated. That's a light novel. Damn it. Reborn. What is this? Reborn Rich, Volume 4. She Professed Herself Pupil of the Wise Man, Volume 13. Machina-san's I can't read. Machina-san's A Love Bot, Volume 1. Now, what's interesting about this?
Full color.
I did my video and I talked about this. Yes, that's important. The full color. I'm getting to that. But This has a lot of personality to it. And when I was looking up preview images, it had like, let's say it had like 9 official preview images. I could only use 2.
Yeah.
The rest I cannot, because then I would be flagged for showing nudity on a video. So this is heavily not safe for work for that reason. But it is in full color. That's pretty badass to get a full colored manga.
They had the first volume early at Anime NYC.
Oh, right.
But they were all unwrapped. So they had to keep those at the desk or at the counter so that people, like kids, wouldn't just pick it up. So I did flip through that, and yeah, it's mostly like almost every page is nudity, full color. But the interesting thing to note about that is like it's full color all the way through, but it's all on newsprint. It's not on higher quality paper like most full color things are. It's pretty cheap paper, which I guess is how they're able to have it at $16.99 instead of it being like a $20 plus book.
Okay. It's crazy that what was the series that we were making fun of that was labeled as a ghost ship book, but it's not? Was it Rent a Girlfriend?
100 Girlfriends.
No, 100 Girlfriends. Sorry.
Yeah.
This is ghost ship. 100 Girlfriends is not.
Yeah, 100 Girlfriends doesn't have like anything in it. It's just a pretty basic rom-com with like mild fan service.
The most you'll see is like a lot of kissing and consensual groping. But that's about it compared to this thing. Holy crap. Look at the preview images and you'll be surprised. Moving on, we got...
Don't do it at work or in front of your parents or something.
Right. Or do if you want to kickstart a conversation that's going to be super awkward, you know. Maybe at Thanksgiving. That'd be great. Sorry. I can't look at the font, so I have to click on the thing so it shows on my end. Sorry.
One is your master.
Yeah. It's just I can't read it right away because I'm old now. But if I hover with my mouse, it'll pop up the little text prompt that says the name. That's what I'm waiting for it to. That's why I'm taking a while to read. Reborn as a Barrier, Master Volume 8. This is a new Volume 1. We got I Can't Stand Being Your Childhood Friend, Volume 1. Virgin Knight, I Became a Frontier Lord in a World Ruled by Women. Have you guys read or seen Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation?
I have not. I'm aware of it, but I haven't seen or read any.
Yeah, I've seen clips of it, but I don't know anything about it narratively.
I am obsessed with the cover for this because I think this girl looks like one of the characters from Mushoku Tensei. And I see it, I'm like, man, this looks like a spinoff from that thing. And I know it's not. I'm kind of interested. I know this is like not safe for work and stuff, but I'm kind of interested to check it out just because I really like the art on this cover.
For science?
Yeah.
I'll do it. Whatever. It's my money. Sure. We got Sensei's Mail Order Food, the complete BL manga collection. I believe this is like a 3-in-1 for that. This is Glasses with a Chance of Delinquent, Volume 4. We also have Idol X Idol Story, Volume 3. Fairy Cat. Colleen raved about this book, and it looks extremely adorable. Look at that little guy. Shout out. Friend of the show. The Fairy Cat. Machimaho, I messed up and made the wrong person into a magical girl, Volume 13. I've always wanted to read this. I love when they do the gimmicky magical girl manga like this. I haven't checked it out. We have The Villainess and the Demon Knight. That's a light novel. Damn it. My New Life as a Cat, Volume 11. We have Now That We Draw, Volume 3. We have Shindo Kun's Tight Squeeze, Helpless Against His Alluring Touch, Volume 2. I'm in Love with the Villainess, Volume 9. We got The Feisty Omega and His Twin Mate, Volume 2. This is a novel, and look at that. A lot of cultured people would say this is the most exciting release for the month of October. We have Monster Musume Deluxe Edition hardcover. This is a 3-in-1 omnibus editions of this series. One of the best sellers for sure. I want to own this. I will come clean and say this as a fan of monster creature characters. I want this in my shelf. So I do want to grab this book. And I believe the hardcover is textured, if I remember correctly. The where it's meant to emulate textured feel, or am I making that up?
It's, I don't know about a texture, but each volume has, you can see the second volume is under the series page as well. It has something from one of the girls. Like this one has the scales of the snake girl, and the other one has the feathers of the harpy girl.
The harpy girl, yeah. Oh, that's cute. Okay. So shout out to the Monster Girls.
Flocked covers. Gimmicky things from our childhoods.
The first one's gonna be scales. The next one's gonna be feathered, and then when they do the centaur,
I was gonna say, yeah, scratch and sniff.
There you go. We got Smell from Nagabe. A lot of people are excited for that one as well. Ripples in the River, Volume 1. Blood Night Market, Volume 3. That's a vampire manga. We got Kemono Jihen. That's one of my favorites. Volume 18 of that. Magica Swordsman and Summoner, Volume 19. We have, this is the light novel of Virgin Knight, also coming out. Witch and Mercenary, that's a light novel, damn it. Is this a light novel? What is this? No. Headhunted to Another World, From Salaryman to Big Four, Volume 9. We have The Condemned Villainess Goes Back in Time and Aims to Become the Ultimate Villain, Volume 5. Ichi the Killer Omnibus, Volume 2. We have Peter Grill and the Philosopher's Time. I was going to say Stone, Volume 15. Kaya-chan Isn't Scary. I'm waiting for the anime for this one. I want to read the manga, but the trailers for the anime look really good. We got Ancient Magus Bride, Volume 21. I'm so behind. The last one I picked up was 16. Mysterious Disappearances, let's go. Volume 7, that's one of my favorites. We have Time Stop Hero, Volume 13. Sorry, I skipped over one of you. What was that?
Oh, no, I was just commenting. I've fallen behind on Mysterious Disappearances.
Right. I don't know what's happening in this one, by the way, but I assume that she's like a Medusa type character, so that's pretty cool. Shout out to her with the time stop abilities, I guess. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just wanted to point that out. We got My Twisted Eating Disorder release. Tokyo Revengers, the brilliant full-color edition omnibus, volumes 3 and 4 collected in here. We got Hope You're Happy, Lemon, volume 1. And Heroine, Saint? No, I'm in all works made and proud of it. And that's a light novel. Damn it. Okay. I'm excited for this. I don't know if I want to pick it up right away, but I love the art on this damn book. I remember doing a first impressions on this very show when this came out and spoke highly of the art. It's a body swap story, like sci-fi stuff. And the guy, let's see if I remember correctly, the guy, Lemon is the ex. She cheated on him. They left, and now years later, they're in college, and they meet up again. But the guy is now with another girl, and when the switch happens, he's now in Lemon's mind, body, whatever, and she's roommates with his actual girlfriend. So hijinks ensue. But the art is really good. I like the character designs from Mizuki Kishikawa. Shout out. I know they're watching. So that is Seven Seas. Close this. We go on to my favorite website, Yen Press. October. Not a lot of covers, unfortunately. Look at the finesse on this website. Holy crap. I love this so much. Well, there's not much to see. I was going to ask if you guys can see it, but whatever. Bungo Stray Dogs, chapter 125.5. Bungo Stray Dogs, The Untold Origins of the Detective Agency. After we gazed at the starry sky, volume 3, we got The Summer Hikaru Died. Why are the chapters being listed? That's not what I want. Ascendance of a Bookworm, part 3, volume 4. That's a great one. Gushing Over Magical Girls, volume 4. That one is not safe for work, so don't be on the lookout for that. Isekai Tensei, Recruited to Another World, volume 2. Sailor Zombie. I don't think that's coming out, but whatever.
No, that's they got an omnibus of that one coming out sometime like late this year or early next year. I don't remember.
I think none of them will come out. That's my prediction. The Do-Over Damsel Conquers the Dragon Emperor, volume 6. Bungo Stray Dogs 1, volume 12. Cheeky Brat, volume 15. From Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman, volume 4. My hotshot disciples are all grown up now, and they won't leave me alone. Just leave. We have Gals Can't Be Kind to Otaku, volume 1. Goblin Slayer, volume 16. Handyman Saito in Another World, volume 8. Let's go. I'm a fan of that one. Kaiju Girl Caramelise. I need to catch up. I only have the first volume of that one. That's fun. Liar, Liar, Pants on Fire. She clearly does not have any pants on. So there you go. That's what you get for lying. Volume 3. The Chorus Recoil, volume 4. We got Mint Chocolate, volume 13. Monster Colored Island, volume 1. Contrary to popular belief, this series is not in full color. I wonder if they're going to do a full colored manga because it's Monster Colored Island, but no, just a couple pages.
What if they just made the monsters in color, but the rest was black and white?
I read some of it, and I don't remember if they did that gimmick. But it's an interesting book. It's a Yuri GL, but it's got a little paranormal or fantasy aspect with monsters. There's some spooky psychological stuff because she's suddenly next to a monster that's filled with a cave that's full of monsters. Jesus Christ. So yeah, it's interesting. Pink and Habanero, volume 4. Sailor Zombie, volume 3. That's not going to come out. Shy, volume 11. We just talked about it last week for Shy.
Yeah, because it's ending.
Right. Yeah. So there's volume 11 right there. Spring Storm and Monster, volume 4. The Hitman Stands, volume 2. Summer Hikaru Died, volume 6. I believe will be one volume behind Japan. Volume 7 came out this year. Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, volume 23. Ubelblatt Deluxe Edition, volume 4. And Yankee and Caramelizer, or however you pronounce it. Pretty short month for Yen, but most of their releases are on the final week on the 28th of October. So brace for impact, nerds.
I noticed that when I was making my list, I was like, all right, let's see what I've got from Yen this month, and just all of it at the end. I was like, oh, okay, great.
Nice.
Luckily, it was only like a handful that I'm getting.
Did I miss it? I thought there was a Kowloon generic romance in October as well.
Oh, it should
That's
be
Yen,
here.
isn't it?
Maybe that was
should be.
one of the delayed volumes.
Oh, that's possible.
That's probably it. I added it for the thumbnail, but it might have been pushed back. Yeah, it got pushed back. Damn it! All right, I need to
I was
change
say,
the
to be
thumbnail.
fair, the list that I was going off of was for my pre-orders, which was made a week and a half ago. So
Yeah, there were a bunch of titles that got delayed, so we'll talk about them on next month's adventure. Stuff like The Angel, Kowloon. There was the Maid Vampire one that's like an omnibus, like a thick omnibus. That got delayed as well. The Midlifer, which is the old guys that deal with the what was it? They help the magical girls when the case or the monsters are too violent or macabre or whatever. It's Midlifer. Google it. Volume 1. Those got delayed for November, unfortunately. From Titan, we only have 2 releases. We got Outsiders Volume 2 and Isekai Meddler Volume 1. And I gotta say, somebody stepped up the game with the plot descriptions because they don't seem as ChatGPT-ish, and they
Nice.
actually make sense now. I'm not gonna read all of this because holy crap, but if you read through it, it makes sense. Like, okay, cool. Maybe they
Or the
watched our show and got embarrassed.
The AI is getting smarter.
Or that, yeah. So essentially, Metalhead gets isekai'd into a fantasy world with the werewolves and dungeons and dragons and monsters and stuff. So you can imagine it's a comedy series. Looks pretty good. I like the. You can take a look at here at some preview pages.
I'm looking forward to that one. Sounds like a fun time.
The heck? Oh my god, it's not opening. I'm sorry, guys.
I
failed you. And I need, if you can, I need a link for the One Piece books and the from the Crunchyroll store because I can't seem to open it on my end.
Let me see what I can get together.
Because I tried earlier before going live, it was not working. Sorry. Oh, it's working now. Let me see if I can open it. Hold on. Manga.
Crunchyroll is?
Yes. We're looking for pre-orders. All right. Okay, let's see if it works. Take a look here at the art for Isekai Meddler. I think it looks really cool. Look at that. Look at this one, and that one, and that. Nice. Okay, see if it works. Hey, all right. So they have not finished. They have not fixed this site, right? It's still giving us issues.
It doesn't put everything in order by date correctly, but they have added a couple things that make it easier because you can put like upcoming month, and then you and it does show the release dates under the add to cart.
Oh, wait a minute.
And then you can go and just check all the different
Published date, or do I do release date?
Under release date. You should have the option for upcoming month.
Wow. Okay. Progress. All right.
If you wanted to put the publishers, but you'd have to go through and add those one at a time.
Well, we are looking for where is it? One Piece and Tokyo Pop. I think my Fluffy Mood Crush got moved to November. I might be mistaken on that one. So we have Dear Demon King. I Want to Love You, Kiss You, Bite You. Real Time Fever. These are Love Tokyo Pop releases, by the way. The Love We Share. Monster and Ghost, which is really interesting. I kind of want to check that one out. It's coming out in both hardcover and trade. And his potential love interest, I think, turns out to be a ghost, but he's like a delinquent guy. But the art looks really good. I'm excited for that one.
I just sent a link that should have everyone that we haven't looked at.
Okay, hold on. Okay. All right. Give me a second. That one. Let me finish this real quick.
I can get. I'll remove Love and One Piece, and then give you a new link.
Thank you. And then I'll talk about it. Why not? Yotsuya Ghost Night, which I left out of my video because it was a little not safe for work for me. And I'm usually the guy that doesn't care at all about that stuff. I felt a little I blushed a little. I'm like, I don't know if I want to read that on my channel because it's a wild series. I thought, man, it's like they're exorcist and it deals with Yurei, which is Japanese ghosts. I'm like, all right, cool. I dig the vibe. Let's go. It's a BL. All right, cool, whatever. But then I read the description. I'm like, I don't know about that. There are porn stars involved, and I looked at the preview images and I couldn't show anything because it's too explicit. I'm like, all right, that's cool. But if you're interested, don't let me stop you. Go ahead and buy it when it comes out. Yotsuya Ghost Night from Tokyo Pop. Here's the second link. Thank you so much. Yeah, paste that on here. Okay. So this should have everything. Thank you. This is a hardcover, excuse me, art book. The Art of Blessing. 1 flower, 1 sword, 1 art book, 1 hardcover. Apothecary Diaries, Volume 14.
Got that one pre-ordered.
My Dress Up Darling, Volume 14, which should be the final volume.
Is that one the final?
I think there's 15.
Damn it. Sorry. Ignore that last minute of conversation. Close. We're close to the end, folks. 1 more volume for My Dress Up Darling. This is volume 14 out of 15. Thank you. We got Mob Psycho, volume 15. Don't get that often, but it's pretty cool. The Angel Next Door, Spoils Me Rotten, volume 4. Oh God, you want me to read this? Haberdashery Ginmokuse, volume 2. Sure. Can I get rid of the light filters? There we go. We got Father, I Don't Want This Marriage. That's a manhwa. Sleeping on Paper Boats, volume 1. Ask and You Will Receive, volume 3. We have Love in the Palm of His Hand, volume 2. Wash It All Away, volume 4. I just talked about volume 1 on my channel. Pretty fun series. The Broken Ring, This Marriage Will Fail Anyway, volume 1. My Isekai Life, volume 21. Everybody's favorite manga, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles X Naruto from IDW. I did look at the art, and it's pretty sick. So
I'm probably
get it.
I'm probably gonna pick it up for funsies. There's a DM cover, and I figured like just in case it gets included in a future like TMNT hardcover, I'm gonna get the DM because at least it'll be a little different.
Right. The God Slaying Demon King, Volume 3. Tokyo Aliens, Volume 9. The Otaku
series.
Love Connection, Volume 2. From Kana, Friends of the show, My Life in 24 frames per second. It's going to be My Life in flimsy pages. Silence, Volume 4. This is also from Kana. My Life as an Internet Novel. It's a manhwa, Volume 1, and a hardcover. We got Innocent Rouge, Volume 1. Is it Rouge or Rogue? Rogue.
Rouge.
Rouge? All right, sorry.
Yeah, like red. The next 3 are, I'm going to say, definitely not happening.
No, hell no. Vampires, not going to happen. Kaiji, no. Centaurs, nah. So, ignore that.
So, I was going up and down on Denpa's Blue Sky earlier, and they really haven't posted anything since the convention last month or August or whatever. So neither of those have gone into production, and neither has today's menu for the Emiya family. And then Ablaze, who does Centaurs, I don't remember the last time they actually released a book. From what I've heard or read online, they are having issues with distribution because I think Diamond was their primary distributor.
Oh boy.
So they, like, Centaurs Volume 4 is supposed to have come out a while ago, and it's just completely unavailable. So this one's definitely not coming out either.
And what about Solitary Gourmet Omnibus?
That one, I think,
been delayed
is
for a while.
finally available, because if I'm not mistaken, I've seen pictures of it now.
Ooh, nice. Ooh. So there it is. I think we covered everything. If we missed something, I hope that it comes out. Was this because I was talking about Lemon? Are you sure that's not a Faku title? Okay. There is one Faku book, but it's an art book and a series that is not for everybody. But I forgot the name of it. I am a fan of the artist, but let me highlight you.
The Solitary Gourmet hardcover.
Oh,
so it is out there. So it's finally real. Been waiting on that for like a couple years now.
But it looks pretty solitary there by itself,
and it pretty gourmet as well.
So to end the thing that I was saying, the hell was it? Give me a minute.
The Faku book, is it that art book by I think it's like a video game artist?
Norasuko, yeah. They're a video game artist, but they also do naughty stuff. I kind of want to, if it's just the art, I might get it. I like the art. I follow them on Twitter.
It popped up on Yatatachi for their September releases, and it was labeled as a Denpa book, and so I put it on my calendar. And then I looked into it because I was like, I'm really meticulous about keeping track of Denpa, and I've never heard of this book before. And so I looked at it and I was like, oh, because it's actually a Faku book. That's why.
Okay. Is that volume 6 the last volume of Kaiji, the Denpa license?
Yeah, they're done at that point. So
the nightmare is over for them, at least.
Who knows if anyone else is gonna ever pick it up again? I have no idea. I don't know what publisher might be open to picking up, like, for lack of better terms, sloppy seconds from someone, like, and just continuing with part 2. I don't know. I have no idea. I wish that someone would. Maybe one of these new publishers, like Kodama Tales, or maybe Anna wants to give us really crappy quality versions of it. We'll see.
Right. So, gang, what are some of your more anticipated books that you're getting the month of October from all the stuff I read? Tim, why don't you go first? Give me five.
Well,
Your top five. Are you getting?
well, so I'll give you 5 that are not Dawn to Dawn because I already have it. Apothecary Diaries, Windbreaker, Firefly Wedding, Gachikuta, and there's like 4 others, but I'll roll with Kimono Jihen
Ooh, nice.
and Blue Lock, but that's towards the end of the month, and I already gave you a list of stuff before I got to it. So,
Hell yeah. Riley, I know your answer already, but for the hell of it, what? Or at least what are your top 5? Yeah, because you are going to get a bunch of these. So
Yeah, I have a pretty good size list right now. Let's pick some good ones. Looking
Vagabond?
forward to Moan from Junji Ito. We're getting really close to having all of the story collections, so that's exciting. I do have Before You Go Extinct on my list, so I will mention that one, the Kodansha one with the penguin. I actually added that before doing the show, so I was going to take a chance on it, not really knowing much about it.
Then I showed you the shooting penguins, and you're like,
and then I was like, I'm in.
penguins bearing arms.
Yeah, I was. If I wasn't already in by that point, I definitely was in now.
I'm going to say it. That's what happens on Penguin Random House, you know.
Solitary Gourmet. That is, I have actually been waiting for that for a couple years.
I remember.
I do really enjoy that creator, though his work is often just very just a fun kind of relaxing read for most of the stuff that I've read. And then the hardcover Vagabond Volume 4. And then let's throw in, I think this is my 5th one, Nana's 25th anniversary edition. That one I think looks really great. I'm a big fan of the printed edges that they gave that book.
Right. Solid list. I will give you 5 that I'm getting, or the top 5. For me, Kamudo, Yaiba, Mysterious Disappearances, Kimono Jihen, and Handyman Saito.
It's a good month.
Yeah,
it's a good month with a lot of good debuts, but also a lot of good continuing titles.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about Kamuto because it's a new title, and I was trying to limit myself to what I'm already getting.
Yeah,
because the vehicle situation. So that one looks good though.
And if I didn't already have them, I probably would have put Baki on the list. And it is something that it's officially out, I guess, as of yesterday. It had a weird Wednesday release, which is not typical, but it's out there in the wild now. If you're a fan or if you're Baki curious, definitely check it out. It's a great, at least thumb through the book and see like how good of quality it is, and be excited for other licenses that Kodama Tales might have in the future.
I was trying to get the official cover for the art book that Faku's putting out, but I don't think I can show it. I just found it. I'm like, I don't know. I found the front cover, but I was able to track down while we were talking the whole thing. I'm like, I don't think I can show that, but I can show you the cover for those that might be curious. You know, how do I do this? Copy image address. Okay, there we go. Forgot. So that's the one Faku release that we can talk about on the show. Yeah. Otherwise, we would be demonetized. So there you go. There was an attempt. Yeah, sorry about that, chat. At least you get the thing. The artist has a Safe for Work page on Twitter that you can follow, and he posts a lot of interesting art from video game work and JRPG stuff and whatnot. So pretty cool. I like his art. That's it. Let me give a shout out to our sponsor making tonight's broadcast happen. All these books, they should be out. Hold on. They should be out at our sponsor, InStockTrades.com, your home for collected editions. Get your Omnibus, trade paperback, hardcovers, and manga for great discounted prices. Free shipping in the U.S. at $50 or more, and there's a loyalty discount, which adds an extra 2% discount to your book orders if you make them on a weekly basis. So that 50% off book became a 52% off book. You're not going to get that anywhere else, but InStockTrades.com. Go check them out, our lovely sponsor. Also, at the end of the month, on the final Monday, which should be on the it's not loading. What the hell? When's the final? The final Monday of the whatever of October, we'll have the $50 gift card, courtesy of InStockTrades.com. If you want to participate, hang out with us on that stream.
Final Monday's the 27th.
On the 27th.
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you. Yes. For some reason, I'm clicking on the calendar here on my computer. It's not opening. I think it's frozen. So yeah, InStockTrades.com. Shout out. Thank you. Let me see if I missed any comments from the wonderful chatters. I'm more curious what sort of shoujo Kodama Tales might license, since apparently someone working there said the publisher's interested in the idea. Colleen might have been the one who gave that info.
It's Sebi, who is their like marketing person, is a big shoujo fan, and so she was the one that was kind of saying like they are interested in that. So we'll see. She said it on Twitter at some point in responding to stuff.
Did you buy the High School of the Dead? You know what? I don't have that.
I have them.
Oh, look at that. Nice. I have the anime, but I don't have the manga.
Way up there.
I think that came up with the Monster Musume discussion.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
But yeah, I have them. The bright blue one is Therme Rome, and then next to it, the other side of it is the Toilet Bound Hanako-kun box sets. But I have both of the hardcovers up there.
Nice. So maybe they're out of print, right? The High School of the Dead hardcovers.
Yes, last I checked, I think the first one was like out of print and hard to find, and the second one was out of print but still available.
I'll stick with the anime then, because I do have the Blu-ray.
While it's also not complete because the creator died, or what I think. Yeah, so like you can just stick with the anime and you'll probably be fine.
They thought of continuing the story, but they didn't want to work without the creator because they didn't leave anything behind, or any consent to anybody. Like, hey, if something happens, continue the thing. So they made the right call, I think, and just ended the series, which honestly is not bad considering it's a zombie story, and the majority of zombie stories have an ambiguous, open-ended ending thing because of the nature of the apocalypse. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, the Reincarnated as a Girl series is actually fairly entertaining. Nice. I have not read that.
It's like PTSD Radio was like put on indefinite hiatus by the creator.
Right.
And the way that it ends before the hiatus and like the additional content from the volumes of the creator explaining why he didn't want to continue anymore makes like a great ending. That's a very much like a horror movie type of like cliffhanger ending, just left open-ended.
That makes that series that much more creepy, for sure.
Yeah, the ending that he gave, it's like whoa, like it like just cuts off. It's like it reminds me of like a fake story that I read online years ago, like when I was in like high school or college, and it was about like someone found a cave, like they were doing cave diving and they kept returning to the cave and like searching for things, and then it was like a update on like a live journal or something like that, and then the last update came and they were just like, I'm going in one last time, I need to do whatever, blah blah blah, if you don't hear from me, then and then that was it, and it was like from years prior, and it was like, oh shit. It was a very good creepy ending to that.
So there you go. James pointed out that Nana is also on a hiatus.
Yeah, that one's been on a very lengthy hiatus, I think
Yep.
about a decade or more. Has 21 volumes, so I don't know how they're gonna. I'm guessing they'll do 10 of these 2-in-1s and just let it hang, like because that's they got Vagabond has been on hiatus, so like volume 37 is out there just on its own outside of the Bizbigs and presumably outside of the deluxe editions as well.
I did not mention earlier, Record of Ragnarok is on volume 16. That is still a super slow release. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's got like 24 or 25.
Yeah.
I was just looking recently in Japan, it's like 24 or 25 volumes.
Dang. Okay. So there it is. Let's see. We did the cover, we did the thing, we did the other thing. I think we're good to go. We can call it. It's been a minute. Tim, where can people find you when not here with us, goofing around?
Well, I don't do a whole lot on social media anymore, but I mostly lurk. I'm on your Discord server, at Nerd in the Noke, on Instagram, Blue Sky. That's pretty much it. And I don't update or post terribly often, but that's where I'm at. And if anybody wants to follow me, that'd be great. I welcome any and everybody, but go ahead and just shoot me a little message too that says, "Oh, hey, this is where I'm from," whatever, because I don't tend to approve super random accounts that I don't recognize. I've reached that stage in my life where I don't collect all of the. I'm not trying to be grumpy and rude, but I'm not out there to collect friends. So, but yeah, I kind of keep to my own little corner these days. But I am out there and am willing to interact if I know where people are finding me from.
Probably the best way to hang out would be on the Discord, because people in the chat are on the Discord. You guys are on the Discord server, so if you want to chat with any of us, you can find me there. That's find us there. Sorry, there's the link. Thank you, James. PP Poople Man, what you got cooking up?
You can find me everywhere as the Omnibus Collector. Be doing the October Buyer's Guide soon. Viz should have license announcements next Friday, so we'll be doing our regular live stream with the bingo board. Will won't be there because he said he has a funeral to attend. He's in Japan this week, but next week he has a funeral, so it was not going to happen for him either way. But Colleen and I should both be available to do that next Friday when that happens. Hopefully, I hit the sometime within October for my 3-year anniversary of my last tour. I can put that up, and then I still haven't put out my Baki video. I just got really caught up in reading, so maybe I'll just kind of fuse that in with the October Buyer's Guide and talk about it on there instead. And just call it on that one. Just something I filmed that I never put out there. But yeah, that's what I got for the month of October.
Nice. I was gonna mention something. Oh, if you do want to do like the assembling of the bingo board, you can do it the night before on this show. So
Yeah, we might do that. And that was like when in the chat, like I was like, I don't think it's happening tomorrow. Like they would have said something, and I told Colleen like I didn't feel like doing a stream tomorrow anyway, and I'm really busy. Like I'm trying to get work done and prepare for a road trip that we've got later in the month, and so I just don't want to do it right now. And we didn't have any time yet to make the board and talk about like any sort of possible predictions. So putting it out another week does help with that. Yeah, good old Kingdom board.
so there it is. You can find me on my channel, Manga Geekdom. I would appreciate it if you subscribe and watch. That'd be fun. I put out my highly anticipated new number ones for October. If you guys want to check it out, going over that list. And I have in the works the review of the books that Yen sent me. I showed them off. I showed them off last week, right? It was
Yes.
the Course Recoil. Shoot, I can't remember off the top of my head. The Rock Lady Modesty guitar thing, and Is This Girl Trash or whatever. So those three books.
Yeah.
And I do have a video on. Let me show them off real quick. I have them here. Oh, good, Gio. Good job. So I do have a video for this one, Farewell Daisy, and Demons. The Demons are planning something, which I think it's pretty funny when I combine two books that make no sense being together. Like this one has no business dealing with that one. Both are slightly not safe for work, so I'm interested to see how the hell I'm going to edit that, but we'll see. We'll cross that bridge later. So, Rock is a lady's modesty. Thank you. So that is going to be it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. There should be a stream tomorrow. Watch out. Sometimes when I say that, it gets canceled, but there should be one. And then we'll be back on, or I'll be back on Monday, and then we'll be back on Thursday for another manga stream. So thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great weekend if I don't see you. And we'll see you on the next one. Thank you to my co-host for joining. Stay safe. God bless. Peace and love. I'm going to leave you with one of my favorite gifts on the show, the Pirate Cat, because why not? Look at that guy. I love that cat.